Hey guys, welcome to April's supplemental video. This month, Laura talked to us about essence declaration or declaring your essence. And this is something I've been doing for a long time. Typically what I do is when I wake up in the morning, I sort of feel for one as I'm still laying in bed. And then when I sit down to do my morning pages, I might write about it. I want to tell you a little story about something that happened to me last week after declaring the essence of generosity. Now, generosity or contribution, they are strong core essences for me. So it's not uncommon for me to declare them, but it's also not uncommon for me to declare several. And with all of this COVID stuff happening and feeling separated from my larger community, especially as I haven't been doing the work I typically do, my avenues of being generous have sort of collapsed. Now I'm certainly getting a lot of time with my kids, which is great, and that takes a different type of generosity, and it has been really nourishing. But my sense of being able to help people that I am not intimately connected to has been on the back burner. And I've been feeling this sense of longing for that, to be of value to people I'm not intimately connected with, but not entirely sure how to do it. And after many years of being a helper and a healer, I am not eager to push it. Like, I don't want to just strike something up. I'd rather just wait to see what invitations show up, peek behind the doors and whatnot. So last week, I'm down at my husband's office, which is part of a duplex in Smoky Point. And the lawn is getting really long and we don't have a lawnmower. Usually somebody else comes along to do it, but with everybody stuck at home, we're not actively reaching out to the people who normally would mow our lawn. But it's getting long and it doesn't look very good. And I've got all this time on my hands and I'd be happy to mow it. And I happen to have one of Laura's happiness sprinkling signs, and it says, "You rock." It's usually in the front yard down there. So on the back of it, I write, "I need to mow my lawn. Can I borrow your lawnmower? Please text me, Hadia." And I put my number down there. And then I wait a couple of days. And I get a text message from a neighbor saying, "Hey, my name's David. I live across the street from you. I'd be happy to let you use our lawnmower." I said, "That's great. I'm not down there every day, but when I am back down there, I'll connect with you." So I get back down there a couple days later, and somebody's already mowed the lawn. They mowed the front lawn, not the back, which that seems right. You don't really want somebody going into your backyard. But it wasn't David, it was somebody else. So I quickly turned the sign around, so now it just says, "You rock," back out there to the anonymous, kind-hearted soul who mowed our lawn. And I connect with David, and he offers to give me his old electric lawnmower. Now, mind you, I've never met this guy before. I'm sure I've waved at him, but I didn't know him. I didn't know him or his wife, Courtney, or their kids. So he gives me his old electric lawnmower, doesn't work, and then he takes it back. He said, "Yeah, it was kind of old. Here, use our new one," which works great, by the way. So our lawn looks great, and I thank him, and I say, "If there's anything you need, I'd be happy to be of help." And I go back in, go about my day. And a couple of days later, yesterday, I come back down to the studio, and they've left flowers on our doorstep and this sweet little note thanking us for being part of their community and offering to help us whenever we might need it. And would we like to get together after all this social distancing is over? And I thought that was so sweet. And I realized that I had been part of an exchange of generosity, but I'd just been on the other end of it. I'm so accustomed to being on the giving end of it. It's a little hard to ask for help even when I need it because I don't want to be an imposition. But this exchange reminded me that the satisfaction of generosity is on both sides of it. And in a way, I mean, I really, really enjoy being of value and helping people out. And I particularly enjoy it when I can be of value to somebody that I don't owe anything to. Like, I just want to show people that I love you and you don't need to do anything for me in order for me to love you. I mean, I might not say that because I don't want to creep people out, but that is how I feel about my community. Almost all the strangers I meet, that's how I feel about them. And that's what I've been missing, is being part of that exchange. And I realized that in putting that sign out, I gave them an opportunity to do what I long to do, which is to give generously, unconditionally. And then in re-listening to Laura's lesson, and she talks about declaring our essence, but then allowing the form to surprise you. I thought I was looking for a form for me to give to be generous, because of course that can show up. But in this case, I got to see the other side of generosity with a new light to it. I mean, it's not that I haven't been given to deeply before, just, oh, I can instigate this exchange from the other side. Even if somebody isn't asking me for help, I can be the one to ask for help, and it's okay. And in fact, it's quite satisfying for the other person. Anyhow, that's my supplemental video for this month, is just declare your essence and allow the form to surprise you, and maybe check to see if it's an essence that you can flip it around. And I mean, maybe you don't, maybe you're not actively flipping it around, but look to see. Maybe the essence is showing up flipped around and still lovely, just the other way around. Anyhow, I hope you're having a really sweet week despite all the chaos. I hope you're finding some gifts in it, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week on the group call.